Alright, what's up YouTube? Want to do like a quick overview of this RSI SmartCap, and it's for my 21 Fordranger. I'll kind of show you where it would go here. So I did get this bed rug. You have to kind of cut it out with the brackets, but anyway, so it comes with these brackets right here. I'll kind of talk about those in a little while. So it mounts on those, mounts up on the truck right there. Anyway, these things aren't cheap. So this SmartCap is about $4,000. This is the EvoSport. They got a couple other ones. They got a commercial grade one that has like stainless steel sides and everything like that. And then they have one other one that again has stainless steel, but has actually some windows in it and lifts up. But anyway, this is the EvoSport. So basically, I know this is upside down here because I put it together already, but the window is open, latches there, nice solid latches, and they lock, comes with keys. These windows work like this, so press come up like that. And the cool thing about these, they're supposed to be negative pressure, meaning so when you're driving down the road, the air goes out, but no air gets sucked in, so you don't get all that dirt. So you can air all, if you have wet stuff in the back, you can air it out as you go along. The other thing is, it has a little lift back here, just like most caps, the third brake light, as you can see there. And then this, of course, will go in the back of the truck and connect right there. So, how you put this thing together, it's a modular unit. So it comes in 4 different pieces. So you got the bottom here. You got this side, that side, that side, that side. So I guess 5 different pieces, sorry. And they're supposed to be easy. I've talked to other people and apparently theirs had no issues, but this isn't bad. So these just slide on right here and you just tighten those up. But these, as you can see, these little blocks going here, basically there's like cut out little square holes for each of these, and these did not line up on either side. In fact, this side I had to Dremel out probably 7 of these on this side. Not only did I have to Dremel out the metal around here, I had to Dremel the actual plastic piece that goes in here and screws together. And on that side I had to do 1 or 2, and it was off by almost like a centimeter, so it wasn't even close. It wasn't like I didn't fit it right. I know I had to install car parts. I've built race cars before. Very unhappy about that considering the amount of money I had to pay for this thing. And the other thing is they give you these other parts here. So this, you gotta install around the plastic bed kind of thing on the top of the bed rail, plastic bed rail. And then this goes on the tailgate. So here's the thing. They give you these pads that go on the mounts on the back of the truck. These pads are too thin. It's a known problem, yet they're still selling this product. Now I've reached out to them. These things are on back order indefinitely, so I need a thicker one. I need a thicker one to be able to install this on the truck. They're on back order indefinitely, so I can't install the SmartCap, something I paid that much money for. Can't install it. It's ridiculous. These are the bolts and stuff like that that go with it. And then, so this is the appropriate wiring harness I got, which plugs up to the driver's side tail light. You just have to take that and plug it and play in. But when I originally got the SmartCap, they sent me a different one that didn't work. So again, another product that doesn't work with the truck. They did send this, but it took a week to get here. Again, they should have overnighted that if they sent me the wrong product for something you pay this much for. So yeah. Not too happy right now about it. I'll kind of update you once I get this thing on. Here's the third brake light. Again, tees in to the tail light there. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a nice product. Hopefully when it finishes, you can get different units, and like you can get, there's a kitchen they sell that goes on one side. There's a cubby that goes on one side if you want. But so far I can't even put the thing on the truck, so it's very annoying. And I'm hoping this is going to fit. I've actually had to bend this up a little bit too. Just doesn't fit very well for, again, a product that you paid that much money for. I mean, could I make some somewhere? Probably. But I feel like when you pay that much money for the product, they should, again, provide that for you. Anyway, and they don't even have the updated directions. They said they have a whole new direction packet for the Fordranger. Again, stop selling the product if you can't even install the thing. It's ridiculous. So not too happy right now, but we'll see when I get it on the truck. I'll give you a little updated review. That's the Smartcap RSI Smart. All right, so I just wanted to show you these brackets up close that the cap goes on. So you will have to screw in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me, 4 holes here. And basically what this thing does is just slide down, and I think that's where it should go. And then you put this little pad up here like so, and then the cap goes on top of that. So you have a nice pad in between, and then put the bolts through there. Now this side's fine. As you can see, it's pretty level with the plastic rails here. Now another tip is, if you have spray-in bed liner from the factory, at least for my truck, they did not take these out. They did not plug the screw holes when they sprayed in the bed liner. So you will need a die to go through here. I believe it's a M1.25 die for those. And then this you'll just have to scrape off and then unscrew those and put some washers and stuff behind it. Best way I found to do that was just to heat it up a little bit, and then kind of once it cools back down, it will kind of come right off. So not too big of a deal on that, but it's kind of a hassle. You got to take a razor blade and all that kind of stuff. So again, those are on both sides. Now, like you see, if you do have a bed rug in here like I got, I'm gonna probably sleep back here. So I just wanted something kind of soft. You do have to cut this out on the bed rug to make this bracket fit. Otherwise, it won't be able to fit in there flush. So that's on both sides. And then here are the back brackets. And basically these, again, just slide down. And you take the tow hooks out. Same deal as the fronts there. And as you can see here, here's the pad they give you. Okay. It's not even close to the plastic bed rail. Now, yes, I can move that up, but it's still not going to be even. So I just put them down for now, but that's what I'm waiting on. I think it's like a double-sized pad here. All right, so I finally got the RSI SmartCap installed. Yeah, I'll back up a little bit so you can see it on the truck. It's a little skewed because of the GoPro, but it does pop up a little bit above the actual car line, but it's still okay with the racks. Like, I could still load boats and not hit. They do sell extra racks that go on top of this thing, so you could potentially add 2 sets of racks if you wanted to. Put a play boat here, long boat up there, whatever you want to do. So I'll kind of show you what it has available here. So you can open this up. I haven't played with it a ton. These are nice and stiff, definitely quality, like little hand ratchets, whatever you want to call them. Opens up, and then you can open up this window, and again, it's supposed to be negative pressure ventilated, so when I'm driving down the road, potentially you could have this open and the air will come out but not go in. I don't know, we'll see how well that works, but anyway, that's what they advertise it for. So yeah, that's that window. Latch it down here. But you can see latches down pretty nice. So all the way around the bottom here, it's like this strip that you put on that seals. Now I will say right here it does come up a tad, so you gotta be careful right there. I'll open the back up for you. You got a window in the back. It doesn't open there. So it lifts up nice, very nice hydraulics on all of these. Very smooth opening and closing. So I do have the bed rug in here too. And I'll jump in here in a second and show you the rest inside. It does have a light, third brake light that comes out, and it runs down here. I'm gonna open my truck. So you gotta run down here. You do have to clip it and rewire it, or because it won't fit in there. That's one thing that's kind of annoying. Another faulty product. This doesn't line up correctly. But yeah, that's what that looks like. Kind of just runs up here and it tees in to the tail lights. You just have to take that off, no big deal there. And here are the 4 brackets again that I've showed y'all. I'll jump in here. I will say the electrical thing didn't fit all the way. I had to razor blade off one little thing for it to connect right. So that's one little thing. And here, this thing is very heavy. Basically, I had to come up here and lift with my legs lift it up while the other people push forward. So that's how we got it on here. It's pretty heavy. I would say around 200 pounds or something like that. It does have this window to connect to, and my truck has that, so potentially you can still see the person inside. I will say it comes with this pad right here. It goes in the back of the truck, but it does not seal all the way. Another ding. I mean, if you know it doesn't fit, send another little pad that does, so I have to go out and buy that. This didn't fit all that great, but it does snug on here pretty well, but this kind of had to be manipulated a little bit. So brackets on right here, and you could push these all the way up, and they have these little extra pads that they go right here to kind of separate the metal from metal. Same thing, push these all the way up, push these all the way up here. Now this, I will say, they sent me the wrong pads, and this was the hold up. I know I could probably finagle something, but I mean, when you pay this much for a product, it should come with it. Anyway, these little pads right here, they come with like these very thin ones, and obviously there's way too much space for that because these are all the way up. So I had to wait for those. They're on back order. They send you thick ones. Supposedly you're supposed to use them back here, but they do not work. So if you have a Fordranger, use the thin ones here and the thick ones back here. But yeah, that's kind of what it looks like in here. Tons of room. Definitely sleep back here or do whatever. This is only a 5-foot bed too, so they do sell extra modules that you can put on each side, either storage. They have a kitchen, full set kitchen that I probably will get. That's a fold out stove and like everything you need. Pretty pricey, but we'll see. And this side's exactly the same as the other side. So again, here's that weather stripping here. It glues on there. So all in all, it is a quality product kind of once installed, but for what you pay, which was around $4,000 plus shipping, it shouldn't have these issues like wrong materials and wrong products when you're going to install things. Like the wiring harness was wrong. I had to wait on that. I had to wait on the blocks. I had to Dremel out these holes because they didn't line up correctly, so I had to Dremel. I mean, this metal is thick. I mean, that's tough on a Dremel. Took forever to do that. Just a lot of those things. And the guy was very responsive, the customer guy, but the management is not responsive, meaning they just don't care if you have the wrong products. I asked for just a partial discount. Never heard anything back, just because I had this thing for 3 months and couldn't install it. And I think if you know that, being the product person, then that's on them. They shouldn't sell the product. But yeah, it is a nice product. Once on, it definitely looks better than like a Lear cap, in my opinion, or just one of those fiberglass ones. These things are super nice. They do all lock. So yeah, there's the RSI SmartCap installed on a Fordranger. That's the 2021 with the trimmer package. It's all stock. It comes with this extra stuff that has bigger tires and all that kind of stuff. So it should be the same if you have a Fordranger as far as installing the SmartCap. But yeah, no use of C-clamps. It's just those 4 brackets here. I don't think it's going anywhere. But alright, so I just want to add on and review the SmartCap, since I did use it this past weekend on a camping trip at Nantahala. And I have to tell you, despite the painful process of getting the parts that weren't provided and putting this thing together, once it's on the truck, it's pretty amazing, and I would say it's definitely worth the buy if you have the money. It's more expensive than fiberglass, but the just functionality of it is just really awesome. I mean, as you can see, I got all the windows up, so when you're paddling, you know, you can leave all your gear in the back of the truck and it can pretty much dry out, because you can pretty much put the bed all wide open like that. And also when you're going down the road, you can open these up or just leave them a little open when you're parked. That way somebody can't reach their arm in there and steal stuff. And the bed rug helps a lot. That also doesn't really soak up water and just keeps your stuff nice and so it doesn't like drag on the bed line or anything like that. So that's a nice addition too. And there's also a vent right here that I didn't realize when you're going down the road or just in general. It vents up to the top, so that also helps in kind of just airing this bed out rather than having full fiberglass. And it's just very nice overall. Yeah, so I'll have some negative things to say about the install and some of the parts that were back ordered and stuff when they sold me this thing, but as far as the functionality of it and how good it is. It's really good. So if you're interested in it, yeah, I would still say buy it, but make sure that before you purchase that all the parts are there. Like I said, you're gonna need the different wiring harness here. You're gonna need an extra piece of foam back there where they did send me, I still have to put on. And you're gonna need the different pads that go right there. But if you get all those things, and then some of these, again, some of these things might not line up when you put it together, like up in here, these little squares, you might have to Dremel some out. But yeah, when you get it on, man, super awesome, airtight, does not leak. So yeah, anyway, just a weekend after using it.